We got it ready from Myles and TT, so let's get started here. Oh yeah. Countdown in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Texas! Tortoise! Tetris! Something. I haven't gotten one of the insurance one or whatever. Everyone's a 3, 2, 1, and like it gives you like this paragraph long thing about how it was trying to sell you insurance or something. I love that one. Or extended warranty or something. Well, starting off this game the right way with a drought. There's a Tetris for TT to go to 70,000, Myles at 74,000, so just some burn difference between these two. Both players have crossed this 6-digit barrier. What amazing scores we are seeing this evening. 121,000 for Myles, 138,000 now, 161 for TT. What am I even watching? Holy crap. TT is actually playing a pretty efficient 18 so far. 95% Tetris rate, 72% Tetris rate for Myles. Gacho Sauce says, tacos. I want to play but only have TEC. Yeah, craving for tacos is definitely a thing. Especially on Tuesdays. TT at 253 now. Myles in a little bit of a dig. Nothing terribly bad, but that's a split triple. We'll try to build one off the bottom. 224, so down about 2 Tetrises. Tetris Effect Connected is actually still pretty fun. My dad actually that's how I got my dad to play Tetris. Classic Tetris specifically was because of Tetris Effect Connected. It's something he can still play on the go anywhere on a Switch, which is pretty great. Tetris for TT 346, 272 for Myles. Simul Tetris. What is this madness? Nestrus Champ's telling me whenever there's a Simul Tetris. 369. Hey now. For TT 294, now 317 for Myles, still built one off the bottom. Hey now counter is at 1. Oh wow, you got your sauce played in TECWC World Championships. That's awesome. Taco Blues days. And the main reason Tuesdays are bluesy is because you still, at least for me, you still have 4 more days of work to go before Friday. Well, 3. Usually if I have 2 tacos on Tuesday, it's probably in the evening, so one of those days is down. 500,000, 95% Tetris rate for Tetristime. $372 for Myles. Still looking to work through some of these holes. Does have a Tetris set up though. There's a Tetris. Go to work maybe trying to bring this last set of holes in column 6 down. Alright, it is now clean. 400,000 at line 110, so we have passed the turn. 522 for TT, who's pacing pretty hard to start this match. According to Nestris Champs, it's a 4-5 Tetris lead, which is approximately 116,000 points, or something to that effect. 280 to be exact. I did that all in my head. Funny thing, most of the time when I restream, I don't have Nestris Champs, so I do have to do all this math in my head on the fly. So it's weird having it all like available to me. I'll find myself still doing the estimate and realize, oh yeah, I can just look. It's right there. 460,000 to 614 for Tetristime. Transition from Myles at 484. Tetristime with a dirty column 9, 10 off the bottom. Transitioning in at 640. $644, level 20 for our players. 563,000 to 648. TT's all cleaned up, ready to go. Another Tetris. 675 to 590. So Myles has closed the gap a little bit, but also ahead in lines by about 3 lines. Still that 4-5 Tetris difference. Myles board climbing real high, holding out for that long bar, does get it. And a second one to go to 647. TT in a little bit of a dig. This is the opportunity Myles was waiting for. As TT has to burn through like probably 10 or 12 lines or so. Try to get to the bottom of this. No danger of topping out yet. Just a loss of efficiency here. Lead has shrunk to about 2 Tetrises now. Oh, TT's board is actually now in a little bit of trouble. As Myles is clean. 715, 745. Tetristime needing something left does get the J over. LJ dependency gets filled as well. Once a square left does get the square left. Would like a long bar. Not getting long bar. Gonna take some compromises. One more long bar, please. There's one right there. So TT is surviving this dig, but the lead has evaporated as Myles is now taking a lead at 810,000 to 25. TT's goal is now to just get clean before the next transition. There's a split triple and is just about clean into level 26. But is now down almost 100,000 points. 782 for TT. 875 from Myles. Arctic XC in chat. It's TT time indeed. Tetris time for Tetris time, I guess. High time for a Tetris for Tetris time as they've been working their way back down to the bottom. 946 for Myles at level 28 now. 980, one more Tetris to max out territory. TT at 891, down about 89,000. Myles set up for dirty center column. That was like column 7, about 8 off the bottom. But Myles' board now in a little bit of trouble, does get another Tetris to transition in, but has some massive trouble halfway up the board, wanting to get this uncovered. Is it going to be able to get anything left? Does get an L flat left, but that's going to be it. 1,065,000 is all Myles is going to be able to get out of the 29 transition. But TT's not going to be able to survive 30. Will not be able to complete the chase down. 947. What a game. So close there. Had an opportunity, but no luck. Tetris. We'll see if Tetristime can get on the board. Okay. I was like, Myles, I think you're on level 12. Okay, we're good. Sometimes, I don't know if it's a Nestris Champs acting weird or if the player did something. It's a bit of a mystery. Like, sometimes Nestris Champs is not configured right, so it can be kind of difficult to know what's happening. Oh, man. I don't know if anyone watched, I think it was actually Cobra versus Tetristime. I think it was last week. Cobra's screen was flipping out and it was absolutely hysterical. Oh no! Speaking of flipping out here, TT needing a long bar does get that, but is now going to be in a bit of a dig. Does get the long bar all the way left for that triple. Gonna maybe get this uncovered shortly, but this is going to be quite an extended dig to start this game for TT. That's another triple to bring the board down. Now, finally, can start setting up to bring these holes in order. Vanquish them from TT's board. Oh man, these pieces just not doing TT any favors, and now in a drought, very high up on the board. Gets the long bar just in time, goodness gracious. Still kind of in this dig though, really high. Myles at 166, TT at 114. Oh, misdrop of the S piece there for TT. Adding to the number of holes on their board, gonna have to work through quite a bit of stuff here, first starting halfway up the screen. Wanting to get access to that hole in column 2. Oh, creates a long bar dependency because these pieces suck for TT's board. Does finally uncover that column 2 hole. And now just looking to burn back down. Can do it with a dirty Tetris 5 off the bottom here if the bar would come. There it is! Dirty Tetris. 152 to 261. Myles building this lead here is at 5.5 Tetris right now. But TT does have a center well set up and is clean. Problem with center wells is they're notoriously hard to keep clean without burns. Having to maintain 2 separate stacks at any given point in time. Yeah, this went kind of sideways for Tetristime. Center well kind of biting him this time. 161. Back in a dig we go. 289 from Myles, who's also in a dig. Both players not going to be able to take advantage of each other's troubles. Both players do have Tetrises buried down at the bottom of their stacks, though. Myles has got 1 Tetris uncovered and gets the long bar for the Tetris. 321 into line 85. TT now has that center well uncovered again. Gets it to 01, so down 125,000 or so for TT. At line 95, so we are at the turn. There's another Tetris for TT. Tetris for Tetris. There's a dusty Tetris for Tetristime. 246, 351. Myles clean. Building up for another one here. Got Aki bar for Myles as they wait for the next one. There's a Tetris for Tetristime. 270, 352. There's the long bar for Myles. 375, so 100,000 point lead here. 61% Tetris rate for Myles, 36% Tetris rate for Tetristime. But both players have been clean here for the last 20-25 lines. Bringing those Tetris rates back up, unfortunately for Tetristime. Not really gaining any ground at the moment. Minimal amounts of burns, no particular trouble on Myles' board. We'll have to hope that something happens here as we approach transition. 120 lines in. 469. Hey now for Myles. 360. Now 384 for Tetristime. Hey now counter. Is that 2? Lead at about 3 Tetrises, so 19 speeds have hit, now 20 for Tetristime. Transition from Myles, 518, so still up. Pretty healthy amount, and also has about 13 lines in hand. There's a Tetris for Myles. 566 about to go to level 20. Tetristime looking for a long bar. Does get it. That opens up the well. Waiting for one for the Tetris. There it is. 472, 591. Myles with a pretty strong lead here as we approach the middle of the 19 levels, at least for TT. They're at 526, level 22. Myles building pretty high here at level 20 into 21. Board looking oddly familiar from whatever was happening with TT, actually. Trying not to give away too much the whole drought thing. It's really hard not to, because it's hard not to want to talk about it, but do my best to not give someone an advantage here. 592 for Tetristime. 708 for Myles. 737 into level 23. Lines have almost equalized. TT is now just about less than 10 lines ahead. Both players clean. There's a Tetris for both players. 796, level 24, 632 for TT. 5 Tetris difference at the moment. $856 for Myles. 671. Myles gonna go ahead and clean up this hole, or attempt to. May just hold out for long bar. No, gonna still try to expose it anyways. Small dig here for Myles to finally uncover that hole. 868 to 744. So now about a 4 Tetris difference. So TT was able to take advantage of that tiny slowdown and get back 1 Tetris. There's a Tetris level 26 for Myles. 935, another one, 968, another Tetris will be a max out territory for Myles. 969, hey now for Myles. 787 for Tetristime. Hey now counters at 3. 1 million, level 27 for Myles, max out territory. 29 territory though for Tetristime, as they are at 835, down about 5.5 Tetrises. We'll look to see if they can play some efficient but safe level 29 speeds in this second transition. 888, now Myles in at 1.12. About a 6 Tetris difference again. Still basically been the same Tetris lead. Same number of Tetris lead for, I want to say, over 100 lines now. TT is set up though. Beautiful stack. Starting to climb though. Might have to take some burns. Does in fact take a double, then a Tetris to go to 947, 951 into level 33. About to hit max out. And basically 1.2 for Myles now. 1.2. So down 200,000 points and about 4 Tetrises for TT. 4 to 5 Tetrises. Scoring is starting to get hard to do manually, thank goodness for Restreamed. There's a center well column 9 for Myles to go to 1.254. Board's looking pretty good for both players here, surviving really well into these quote kill screen levels. 1.146 for Tetristime, 1.277 for Myles. Tetristime has closed a little bit of the gap. That long bar did not make it all the way for Myles. He's another one. Not going to be able to get it. It's going to top out at level 34. 1.278 is the score. Tetristime, you got to chase down. You're at 1.202. You need to get to 1.279. 1.279 is your target. That's basically 2 Tetrises. 1 Tetris and change. You've got level 38, so you are fast approaching the end here. Needs 1 Tetris at least. There's one. 1.275 is gonna take it in level 38. What a chase down from Tetristime. Wow. GG's. Did you have the double kill screen turned on? It looked like it was falling at the same rate there at level 39. Let's get this count down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Okay, cool. Tetristime confirming that double kill screen is on. Cool, cool. GG's Myles. Indeed, that was a fantastic game. Oh yeah, I suppose that would be kind of confusing. I said GG Myles. I was reading Tetristime's chat out loud, and it probably sounds like, what? I'm not dead. I saw the head shake thinking, I said something that made Myles kind of wonder what the hell's going on. Oh yeah, that probably makes sense. TT with a couple of burns here to get started. Oh, hang of the T. We'll be stuck in a dig here for a little bit. That board's starting to climb. Would love a long bar. Gonna go ahead and settle for a J there. Wow. Alright, still looking to get clean. Although Myles' board is also in a rough way, but just lower on the board. This is really dangerous territory for TT. Needs something left. Getting square bursted. 3 squares in a row. Where do you even put all that up here? Does manage to make it work though. Oh, bad, bad S piece. Needs something left. Not gonna be able to do it. It's gonna top out. 44,000 to 52,000 Myles. Gonna take a quick game number 3. That seed did not look fun. Chef Boy Jeeves in chat. Yo, yo, yo. Unfortunate Z misrotation killed it. You're good, you're good. Shake saying earlier, yeah, that's just Champs was right. You were wrong. Yep. My bad. Curie in chat. Welcome, Curie. Doodle in chat as well. Get you guys a new seed. There is your new seed. E78582. E78582. We got it ready from both our players. Let's get this one counted down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris. It happened again. I don't know what I'm seeing. This is the second time I've seen the level 12 start from Myles that turned into a level 18 start. Anyways, looks good now, so 22,000 for TT. And there's a Tetris for Myles. Shake QC cheering on TT. Just vibe out, TT. You got this, my 2020 GOAT. Go Myles, says Jasmine. Got fans in chat cheering on their faves. Good square tuck from Myles. Tell Myles I like his outfit. Jasmine. Hey Myles, Jasmine likes your outfit. Ooh, some dependencies on the board there for TT. Gets pretty much all of them figured out. Not too bad here. Down about a Tetris though, as we are at level line 27. you just arrived and you missed, well, I guess game three wasn't really worthy of note, but game 2 was absolute insanity. For a number of reasons, the biggest one being Tetristime completing a chase down into level 39, had to get 2 lines to win by 200 points exactly, which is an absolute incredible chase down. Oh, misdrop of the T there for TT. I guess it's appropriate, or maybe not appropriate. With Tetristime's nickname being TT, there should be no misdrops of T's at any point in time ever. 280,000 for Tetristime, 299 for Myles. It's pretty much, yeah, more or less neck and neck. It looks like both players experiencing the exact same drought, so I'm not cheating when I tell them that they're experiencing the exact same drought, right? There's the Tetris for both players, 329, 331. Simul Tetris for both players. Thanks, Nestrus champs. Long bar dependency now on TT's time. TT's board does get it filled. And another Tetris for Myles, who is at 401,000 at 81 lines here. Quite the pace. Not quite the 95% Tetris rate that Tetristime was at on that first game into 19. Nonetheless, still a pretty blistering pace. 407, 399 Tetristime, needing a long bar. Gets the long bar in time to go to 430, 453. 600Ks are on the board for both players here for a level 19 transition. We are at the turn, so there is about another 30 lines before we hit those 19 speeds. No. 500K, we've hit the half max territory for TT, and just about there for Myles too. That Tetris will bring them to 522 and the lead. About a 1 Tetris lead overall for Myles. Just a few burn difference between these players can make a pretty big difference in the Tetris lead anyways. It's a game of inches, I guess. I don't know, that's more like descriptive of football. Game of Minos. $573 to $570. Myles of the dirty setup here. Gonna go ahead and just take a pair of triples to bring this down. And the Tetris to go into 19 at 608. And there is a long bar for Tetristime, break the drought, and another to go in at 618. 5 line difference or so between these two. But the score is maybe slightly in favor of Tetristime, but honestly, it's anyone's game here as we are at the 19 speeds. Which apparently is 50% faster than the 18 speeds. Imagine you're in a car and the car is going 50 miles an hour. Then the speed limit changes and now you're going 75 miles an hour. TT's board is going about 100 miles an hour or something. Something needs to happen here. Would love a long bar. It does get the long bar to help bring this board down a little bit. Myles is board in not much better shape. What happened? Things were fine and then suddenly both boards in a mess. 751 for Myles, 719 for TT. Both players going to be trying to dig down to the bottom. Not going to be able to take advantage of either person's slowdown. We'll be looking just to bring this board down as efficiently and quickly as possible. TT looking for a long bar left, does get it. Myles just has a ton of holes all over the place, but is bringing this board down nonetheless. Level 20 or level 25, still up 1.5 Tetrises, so has some room to give here. TT still not clean, but looking to try to set up for a dirty, not getting the double long bar they needed for that, so just gonna try to burn this down. Myles getting a Tetris is down all the way to the bottom now. We'll try to extend the lead while TT continues to burn. 854 to 750, so that the lead has grown to 100,000 or a little over 3 Tetrises. $8.59, $7.59. There's a dirty setup. Column 8. 5 off the bottom. Was not able to get it. Waiting on the long bar. Never came. Just going to try to take some safety burns. It has set up again. Waiting for this long bar again. Not coming again. Gonna have to take another double there as a single. Where is this long bar for TT? There it is. Finally. Dirty Tetris. Column 8. 6 off the bottom for TT. Myles at 970, TT at 820. We are about to hit level 29. Myles in at 1 million exactly, more or less. I say that more or less and exactly don't exactly go in the same sentence, or shouldn't anyways. I'm very good at English, for real. Honestly. 1 million. Myles' board starting to spiral a little bit. Gonna need something left. But so is TT. Topping out at 865 is not going to be enough, as Myles was already ahead, and the max is enough to take this game set and match. 3-1, GG's. Let me see if I can get this reported real quick. And we can take one more look, but hey, Myles, before you go, you're the winner. Wave to your fans. Wave to your fans. Also have your roommates say hello. There you go, Jasmine. That's a wave for you. All right, let me get this reported real quick. And then we can take one more look at the scoreboard before we're done.
Lead is with Sodium 191, Huff 178. Sodium's board getting a little bit awkward. Is going to take a double. Could use an L piece. Does get an L piece and going to burn the bar. Burn with the bar flat. Huff is Tetris ready. Nice adjustment with that square for Huff, and we'll get the bar over Tetris for Huff and Tetris for Sodium. No kidding, Vaughn. No kidding. Tetris for Huff, Tetris for Sodium again. Both players only separated by 380 points here. And another Tetris for Sodium. Don't forget, we have one more match after this one completes. That one would be a Division 2 match between Somalian and Hydrant. Two players who absolutely are Div 1 capable, in my humble opinion. And both have proven to be. Ooh, missed drop of that Z piece there for Huff. It's not too high up, so providing he gets some good burns here should be okay. But it will be a bit awkward to deal with, at least for a few lines. The Huff was briefly dirty Tetris ready there, but we'll have to clean up. Sodium with a almost 100,000 point lead, 413 to Huff's 318. Oh, a misflip there of that T piece for Huff, but we'll still get the Tetris. And yeah, Huff not exactly pleased about that double flip there, but should only take a couple burns to get that resolved anyway. Does have the well back open. Yeah, double flips like that aren't fun to watch. I mean, I'm not at that point in rolling where like I'm playing 18 yet, but I know it'll hurt when I get there. That reminds me, I should probably do more practice tomorrow. I did some level 9 practice a couple days ago, since I am starting to learn how to roll. Kingsman saying, the luscious locks of the Huffster will repel over the freshly cut sodium. Oh yeah, that reminds me, and remember, that made me remember how we were waiting on Sodium to get back from his haircut last week. But yeah, it is indeed the battle of hair. But I suppose in kind of polar opposites. Sodium recently cut the hair. Huff, of course, known for his hair. Both players now beyond level 18. Level 20 each. 439 Huff, 636 for Sodium. Sodium's board a bit awkward. Does fill in the bar dependency, but misdrops. Doesn't get the T all the way over. Nice triple. Still has the right side open, but needs a bar. Sodium is fighting to stay alive here. Bar comes a bit late, but still staying alive here. Gonna flat burn with that bar. Gets the bar over to the left-hand side here. 509 Huff, 656 for Sodium. And Sodium still fighting and is starting to gain back control of this board. This is a very nice dig here from Sodium. And gets the well back open. Now just needs the bar. Where is the bar? You need to cap off a dig with a bar. There it is. Tetris or Sodium. That was unbelievable. In that scenario, you have to be perfect with all of your placements. And Sodium was another awkward double flip there for Huff, but does get a Tetris out of it. Sodium 738, Huff 585. Sodium ahead still, even with that dig, is still ahead by close to 5 Tetrises. Sodium is 6 lines ahead. Hangs an L piece. So, oh no, it hangs a bar. Sodium's in trouble. Needs another bar. Now doesn't get it. And Sodium tops out at 748. Huff in a chase down will need 749. Sodium says Division 5B. How long has it been since you watched a Div 5B match, Sodium? That would like 748 is like TNP now. Come on. I wish I like that. That's not even being like derogatory towards you, Sodium. Like that is genuinely the state of TNP now. We're getting 700k games there regularly, and even crazier, TNP Silver sees that type of stuff. TNP Silver. We're getting 700, 800s, 900s at sometimes. It's crazy. Huff is on 708. Needs 748. One more Tetris needed. Into 29 now. Huff can just line this out. But isn't getting those 5 taps needed. Does get the 5 tap there with the bar. But Huff just needs to hang in there. 30,000 points away. And not gonna happen. Huff is done at 724. And Sodium will have done enough there. Takes game 1. GG's. Both players are ready to go for game number 2. Let's get this thing underway and count it down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris. S and a Z to start things off. But yeah, I'm not about to fall asleep during a Tetris stream. And Huff will get the first Tetris here. Sodium going to follow suit shortly after. Sodium, Tetris ready again. Huff went early for the tuck there and misdropped that L piece, but we'll still get a Tetris. We're pretty much neck and neck here, 99,000 to 100,000. Sodium just about with the lead. Dirty Tetris for Huff there. And Tetris for Sodium. Tetris again for Sodium. Huff Tetris ready here. And Tetris again for Huff. Both players with a very clean and solid start here so far. And very close as well. 219 for Sodium. But back-to-back Tetris now mean the lead is with Huff by 40,000 points on 262. Sodium with the Vits. That sets up a Tetris, which Sodium will get. Tetris for Sodium. Both players still with clean